Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. In today's recipe, I'm going to be sharing with you how I made these loaves of bread. This is one of the bread recipe you are going to find that is very simple to make, and yet it comes out so well. I didn't use any special tool. There was no mixer, no much kneading, and we have this delicious bread, or this tasty bread rather. Meanwhile, if you're hearing this voice for the first time, my name is Grace and I make recipes you find very helpful like this. So just take a moment and subscribe to my channel if you have not done yet. Thank you. So let's go into the preparation proper. For this recipe, I'll be using 8 cups of all-purpose flour. I'll be adding 180 grams of sugar. And I will be putting in 2 sachets of yeast. So I'm sure of this yeast, so there is no need proving it or whatsoever. So I'll be adding 1 teaspoon of salt and I'll be mixing everything together. After I'm done mixing the dry ingredients, I'll proceed now to pour in the wet ingredients, and I'm pouring in 1 and 1/4 cup of water. That's 1 cup of water plus 1/4 cup of water. So I've added in my 2 eggs and I'm going to be mixing everything together. At this stage, you can see that the spatula can't handle the work again, so I'm going to be using my hands to mix this all together. After mixing it, see how sticky the dough is. So I'm just going to rub in my butter into this, and I use 90 grams of butter for this recipe. See how sticky the dough is looking. Just know that we are trying to make a very soft and butter bread without any special tool. So I'm going to be covering this up and I'll allow it to rise. 25 minutes later, the dough has doubled its size, and I kept this in a warm place to help the yeast act very fast. So I'm just going to knead this slightly. I will sprinkle some flour on the work surface and transfer the dough on it. I did this kneading for about 3 minutes, so I'm going to proceed to share the dough into the bread pan. And for the bread pan, I've already prepared it. I rubbed some butter on the pan and I sprinkled some flour so that the bread does not stick. I will also cover this and allow it to double the size. 20 minutes later, the bread is ready to enter inside the oven. Can you see the single bread? That's the big loaf. The dough is actually way bigger than the bread pan size. I saw this warning sign but I ignored it. You'll see the outcome of this towards the end of the video. You can see that the dough has already risen up to the brim of the pan, leaving no space for the bread to rise inside the oven. You'll see the outcome towards the end. So I'm just glazing the top with some melted butter before I proceed to cover it up. The melted butter don't only give the bread a shiny look when it is ready, it actually helps the cover comes out very easily also when the bread is ready. I'll be baking this in a preheated oven of 180 degrees Celsius for 25 minutes. The bread is ready. See the outcome of the overfilled pan. The bread got so spread by the side. I will show you the side. It actually even dripped down and it formed another extra loaf. So I already cut those ones out, and that is it. So the second one is very perfect size, perfect bread pan. No mago on this one. So I'm just going to bring it out from the pan. As you can see, the smaller one is more brown than the other big one. I purposely left it this way. This is the brown bread, the popular brown bread in Nigeria. There is no special anything being added to it. You just leave it in the oven for a longer time. So the actual cook time for the small one would have been 20 minutes, but I left it together with the big one. So we have it very brown. I'll be slicing up this bread so you can see how the inside looks. And I got this portable bread slicer from an Instagram vendor. Every home needs on Instagram, yes. This bread slicer is a must-have if you are into baking. You get your bread sliced equally, like the ones done in a proper bread bakery, yes. See how lovely this is looking. It is so tasty and so buttery, yes. So if you are starting up with your baking, you can actually use half of the ingredients that are used and you'll get yourself a very big loaf of bread. So thank you guys for watching this video to this point. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment below and share my recipes. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, just click the subscribe button below. And for my returning subscribers, thank you and I love you. See you next time. Bye bye.